It's Monday morning and my voice is absolutely in pieces. If you're watching live, please do hit the like button. We'll go for 75 likes on this video. Hit subscribe, turn on your notifications bell, and we are sponsored by Bad Shirt Club. And head over to the website, use the code TSC30 to get 30% off at the checkout with your hats, shirts and jackets. But yeah, I thought I'd jump on this morning. Obviously, Ed Sheeran last night. I've not had a great deal of sleep. As you can probably hear, my voice is, well, Ed did say he wants everyone's voice ruined come Monday morning. And yeah, definitely. But brilliant night last night. I'll go into that in a minute. Yeah, I've had literally, what did I have? 5 hours sleep, car in the garage, service, Spoon's breakfast, second coffee in the morning. So I thought I'd just jump on and do a quick live. Morning, Sean. Hope you're good, mate. I will get onto the new signings in a minute. New shirt in the bag. Actually, the red one is decent in person. So we headed to the Planet Blue yesterday. But yeah, what a day. What a weekend for Ed Sheeran, what a weekend for the football club, the county of Suffolk. It was just, it literally blew me away last night. He played for nearly 2 hours 45, literally off the reel, and he could have probably gone on longer. I know there's probably a curfew. I think he probably went over that because it was getting on for 11 by the time he'd finished. It was absolutely rammed. We were on the pitch. Weather was, yeah, it was decent yesterday. It was a bit cooler, which I was quite thankful for. But yeah, went with my boys, and it was just, it was quite emotional. You know, he played one song that obviously, with what's happened with me, got me a little bit teary. But Portman Road, for probably everyone watching this, it's a special place, you know, in all our hearts, and it was just great to see Ed performing. You know, that'll probably be, I don't see him doing another homecoming, maybe, I don't know, 10 years down the line, but he said that was like 15 years in the making. I see him at Christchurch Park back in, I think it was 2018, and he was good then, but last night he was just absolutely incredible. After drive opened up from Ipswich, they were absolutely brilliant. Maisie Peters, top draw. James Blunt, absolutely incredible. He was unbelievable, and the reason he was supporting was because 21 years ago, that was Ed's first concert he went to at Portman Road when Elton John played. He had James Blunt supporting him then. He was on the lineup, and I was actually at that concert, so it makes me feel pretty old, but it should make us all feel really, really proud of Ed, the football club. The job that Mark Ashton's done is absolutely incredible. Game changer, everyone. If you'd have said to me about, 6 years ago, we'd be hosting concerts, we'd be hosting boxing events at Portman Road under the previous regime, I think we'd have just laughed people out of the park. So, really proud night, and obviously there'll be more concerts to come, I would have thought, in the future down there. So, shout out to them, and good luck now to the groundsman getting the pitch ready for obviously Southampton at home on the 17th of August. But I did speak to someone, because they've got that Deso pitch, it's only about a 2-week recovery, so I would have thought he'll soon get that round with his team. But yeah, brilliant. Got a bit of toast on me. What is that? Oh, there. Bit of a mare. I need a cloth. Probably making it worse. Anyway, I think that's gone. Live. Ben, that lad over here, it's my birthday today. Can you sing me a happy birthday? It would make my day. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Ben. Happy birthday to you. Up the town. Have a great day, mate. Watching from India. Are you a cricket fan? You've got to be. Cricket today, if you're into the cricket, is going to be absolutely on fire at Lord's. Come on, England. It's going to be a tight finish. But yeah, obviously yesterday it was concert day, it was all quiet, and then all of a sudden Cedric Kipri was in the building around 3 o'clock. He had signed. I did actually hear that they were both at the concert on Saturday night. I see him. There was a picture floating around on Twitter. I think it was Thursday or Friday, they were in Ipswich, they were in Suffolk. So he signed, he's on a loan for the season with an option to buy, not an obligation, an option to buy. So season-long loan, he's 28. We all know about Cedric Kipray. You know, if you know your football, he's played nearly 200 games in the Champ for Wigan, Cardiff. I think we probably mostly remember him from West Brom. Very physical, he's 6'4". You know, the Burgess replacement could be the actual replacement, like I did say the other day. It could be sort of a mixture of the two. But at this level, he's a good player. He's an absolute beast, you know, and he obviously fits that physicality and athleticism profile that we probably lacked last season. So he's in the door, and then a little bit later, I was in Portman Road with absolutely hardly any phone signal. I mean, when you're in there, in that amount of people, phone signal is a bit sort of wishy-washy, let's say. And then, I had a notification, Azor Matswawi. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. I'm just calling him Azor, like I said on the other day. He signed a 4-year contract. Good morning, Steve. Happy Monday to you. Hope you're good. Everyone who's watching, if you haven't hit subscribe, head over, hit the subscribe button. We've got a shirt giveaway coming up very soon, so keep your eyes peeled to that. But yeah, Azor's in the building, 27, roughly about 7.8 million, 4-year deal. And I loved his interview when he said, oh well, thanks for that, Ben. I don't really care. Who cares? It's live, so it is what it is, mate. What was I going to say? Yeah, as I was in the building, I see his interview saying that he's a nice guy off the pitch, but he's a pain in the arse on it. So obviously, I love that. Bit of a shithouse. I love a bit of shithousery. So yeah, he's in the building. He's Dutch, he's 27. I can't sit here and say I know a great deal about him, because, I mean, if anybody knows a lot about him, please drop some comments in, because no one's probably seen him play. You've just watched the videos on YouTube. So I think he will fit the bill absolutely perfectly. So who you think will win Test match today, England or India? I'm just edging towards India. Obviously hope England win it. Good mornings, Chris McTaggart in New Zealand. Can I please have your weather update? Whenever you're on it, I'm always going to ask you what the weather is like. Here today, bit cooler, 25 degrees. Perfect for cricket. Steve, who do you think we need now? I'd like the Mexican player, and I think 2 forwards. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Craig. How you doing Monday morning, boys? Hopefully you're good. Yeah, obviously Ruiz. There's been interest, I think, and that's all we've sort of, as far as we've gone at the minute, according to Stuart Watson on Saturday. But we've been linked with him. He looks a good player. I think now you've got your, as I said, he's a 6. He can play a little bit further forward, but he sees himself more as that 6. So that's sitting in there, and I think you probably need probably a ball player in there. So it'd be interesting where we go. I still think we need 3. And then obviously yesterday, I don't know what everyone in the comments thinks, Alan Nixon yesterday morning reporting. I need a sip of coffee. Hang on. Reporting that Derby are showing interest in the skipper, Sam Morsy. Right, this is where I am with Sam now. Massive Sam Morsy fan. You don't have his can you see that, everyone? Where are we? Number 5. You don't have a number 5 tattooed on your arm unless you really rate somebody. Don't ever get names on you. Nah, I've done that once. Not a great thing. But where are you now? So much voice. I'm in the Weatherspoons. Andy Oliver, morning cruncher. Have you watched the Jack Ward interview on Ipswich? A bit premature on the signings, but some interesting stats. No, I haven't, mate, but I will go and check that out. Chris McTaggart, right now it's 4 degrees, low today of 1, high of 10. Oh, you'll be all right, Chris. But right, here we are. Oh, dear Ben. We'll be taking care of you boys in October. Don't you worry, mate. Don't you worry. So, this is where I am with Sammy Morsy. Obviously, year left on his deal. One of the best captains I've seen at Town. Probably alongside Matt Holland, if I'm honest. Influential, massive voice on the pitch, massive voice off the pitch. So, with the change that we're going to see this summer in the midfield revamp, personally, I want to keep Sam Morsy at the football club because I think he can still play in the Championship. If you watch the pre-season videos, I see he was out. I'm not sure where he was. He's out with Chambo in the Harmonious Society doing some training. He looks ripped, you know, and he's come back in good shape because he knows that he's probably going to be under pressure now for his place. So I don't think he'll be a regular, but I still see him playing a lot of minutes for Town this season. He's still got a lot of minutes in the tank, and he's going to need his experience, I think, on the pitch, but also off the pitch, in the dressing room, on the training ground. When you're integrating these new players into the culture of the football club, Sam Morsy is one of the leaders of that, along with like your Chaplins and your Wes Burnses. They're sort of still here from the League One days. They know what it's about, the football club. They set the standard, and for me, he's still got a massive part to play. Now, he's only got a year left on his contract, which I understand. So there's going to be interest. You know, there was interest from, I think, Saudi. I don't see him going to a Derby county. I know Alan Nixon saying Derby are offering a 3-year contract, and I get that at Sam's age, that's going to be probably a big tie. If I was Town, I'd offer him another year, just to give him a little bit of security. I'll get to that in a minute, Paul, about the striker. But footballers earn a lot of money. Like Sam Morsy is probably a very wealthy man, but you've still got to secure your financial future for yourself and your family. So at the minute, I don't see him leaving the football club. Not this transfer window. Comes to January, that's a long way off. Things might have changed, you don't know. And when you're signing players from abroad, they might take time to settle in on the pitch, off the pitch. And I think Morsy's got a massive part to play there. So for me, Sam Morsy goes nowhere, you know, still an integral part of the football club. Paul, morning, Rich. Does it concern you that we have yet to sign a striker to replace Delap? No, it doesn't, Paul. You all know how football works. Everyone a week ago was losing their marbles on the socials, and now we've suddenly signed 2 players. Look, there's work going on behind the scenes. They've been planning probably since when we were relegated. They'll have a list of targets, and it's not just as easy just to sign a player. You know, it takes time. Very complicated, these deals, some of them. So I'm sure by the time we go to Birmingham, there'll be another striker in the building. I'll probably be looking for 2, if I'm honest, because I think you need George Hurst with his injury record. Hopefully he can stay fit this season, but you need obviously someone to challenge him, and then I'd like a backup, and I'll probably see Ali Al-Hamadi moving out, maybe on loan, maybe a permanent. Midfield, I want at least 1 more, possibly 2. It all depends what they're doing with Cameron Humphreys. Is he a squad player? If he is, maybe you just need 1 more. But the midfield I want a ball player. I want someone who's quality in there. And look, obviously we've signed Azor yesterday, just under 8 million. That would have been Town's record second. I think it was the record fee in the Championship we would have paid us reading. Obviously now Premier League, we've obviously broken our transfer record, but I think if you're shopping abroad, you can probably get these players for probably less than you would pay over here, you know, in the UK. But look, it's going to be interesting where we go next. But I'd say if we can get another 2 or 3 in by the start at Birmingham, and then there's obviously the loan market they can take a look into, maybe some couple of Premier League loans. You've obviously still got Hutchinson. His future's a bit uncertain. There he is. How are you, James? How's your legs? Because mine were absolutely killing me. And my feet, stood on my feet for what? Nearly 6 hours. But yeah, like James says, it was an amazing night. If you went, I hope you had a great time, because I did and the boys did, and it was just incredible. But I think other than that, I think I've covered most. I would have done a live yesterday, but there's literally no. There we go. Back and legs are killing me. It was my neck last night, James. I mean, you're standing up for that amount of time. I'll tell you what. I'll do another 5 minutes. Anyone's in the chat, anyone in the comments, drop your comments in. See Chelsea last night? Who see that coming? Rolled over PSG 3-0 in the final. So, yeah, they're the champions. But yeah, I'll keep going for another 4 minutes. So if you've got any town-related stuff, drop it in the comments and we can just cover that. And if not, I will bid you farewell. So we will hang around for a little bit. Breakfast, Weatherspoons this morning, full English, down the hatch. But new kits. I don't look. The arms here. I actually like them on the short sleeve. Only Ted's on the badge, on the arm. There you go, James. Trust Town to get 2 signings while you're busy with Ed. Yeah, I couldn't do a live, James. Like I said earlier, there's literally no phone signal in Portman Road. One of my mates did message me yesterday afternoon saying he'd heard that both deals were done. And I said to him, yeah, but I don't think they'll announce them while Ed's on, because it was his weekend. Lo and behold, about 30 minutes later, I said, well, that one's out the window, because they'd announced Kit Prey, and then obviously they'd announced Azor, as I'm going to call him, a little bit later. But phone signal in Portman Road, absolutely terrible. But can we expect Trump at Portman Road to celebrate winning the championship next year? I did see him, I think, Andy. I think one of my boys was saying, was he in the trophy lift last night for Chelsea? I've not seen literally none of that football. Did anyone who wasn't at Portman Road, did anyone watch the tennis? I see Sinner rolled over Alcaraz 3-1, which, yeah, I'm not a massive Sinner fan. He's a great tennis player. But James, can our next signing be an easy name like John Smith? Paul Carr, block A seats in Cobbold are very tight and uncomfortable. How they don't sit there for football. Yeah, look, they've obviously done the safe seating down there. Safe standing, Paul, down that end, because they all stand up in A block. It's very tight in the Cobbold, I think. Wherever you sit, I've sat in there for the boxing when Fabio was there. It'll be coming down soon, the stand. I don't know when, but obviously that's probably after. There you go. Lennox Lewis, you got 4 points off the world champions this season. There you go. So, in amongst the doom and gloom that Town had in the Premier League, we took 4 points off the world champions. And Liam Delap's gone from being relegated to being a world champion. So, shout out to him. Apparently, he came on, nearly scored a worldie. I think he'll probably start on the bench. I think João Pedro is going to be their number 9, if I'm being honest. But Delap will get plenty of minutes. Hopefully, he has a great season, and obviously building towards the World Cup next summer, which is going to be exciting. But yeah, getting back to the tennis, I didn't see Sinner rolling him over 3 sets to 1. I thought it would go to 5. But yeah, everyone can go back to normal now, and we only like tennis, don't we, for about 2 weeks a year. It's the Open this week, which is, I'm a big golf fan. So that is at Port Rush. So that's going to be very good. But anyway, I think that's about it for me. 75 likes. Hit the subscribe button. Turn on the notifications bell. Head over to Bad Shirt Club. Get your hats, bucket hats for this weather, your jackets and your shirts. And we will probably be back tomorrow. Maybe this evening. Maybe when the cricket finishes, I'll probably do a quick live reaction. So if you're a cricket fan, get onto that. If you're not, obviously you won't be watching. But share this with your friends. Yeah, any town fans, any football fans, just get them involved. We're looking to hit 10,000. It's a slow old road now. We're nearly at 8.5. If we could get up to 8.5, it would be great. So if you don't subscribe, hit that button. But there you go. Some weird comments in the old live comments this morning. Here we go. Good morning, Dallas Brady. Hit subscribe, mate. Do me a favour. Anyway, hope everyone has a brilliant Monday. If you've been to Ed last night and you've got a dodgy voice, hope you recover well. I think my voice is going quite well. I've just spoke for 21 minutes on here. But yeah, it's getting a bit noisy in here. I better go up the town. 2 signings in the door. Who is next? We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, see you soon.